Tough talk from the police minister today. Enough with the questions, he says. If you see criminals breaking the law, shoot to kill, and then you'll ask questions later. This is the order from the police minister. He gave this order to Western Cape Police today, launching the Safer Festive Season program. I'm joined now by Ayesha Ismail, who comes to us live from Cape Town. You know, Ayesha, a good evening to you. This is not the first time we've heard this sort of tough talk from Bheki Cele. When he was police commissioner, he said similar things, if I recall correctly. And it really does make waves, and there's great concern it sends the wrong message to the police. On the other hand, I think a lot of South Africans will be feeling, well, yes, let's talk tough, let's get action, because the criminals are riding roughshod over everyone. What did he say today?
Well, Sally, I think you're absolutely correct. A lot of people, a lot of South Africans are saying we're sick and tired of crime in South Africa. We need more action by the police. We want more arrests. But Bheki Cele says that although there are, as he put it, rotten apples in the police force, there are very hard-working police officers. And he used this analogy where he said, if you look at the South African prisons, you will see that they are overcrowded. And the reason why they are overcrowded is precisely because police officers are making these arrests. But coming back to these harsh comments that he made, I didn't have an opportunity to look at the face of Chris Nissen from the Human Rights Commission at the time when Bheki Cele spoke, because I wonder what he would have said about the police minister's remarks about shooting to kill and asking questions after. But let's listen to this direct quote from our police minister.
Those that they think this is a time to mess up must be given tough time. Criminals have declared the war. Don't go around and asking who started the war. When you find the war, where you find the people raping women, where you find people breaking in the houses, where you find people stealing in the houses and the shops, raiding the shops, raiding the banks, raiding the private houses, don't ask the question who started. Join the war, shoot and kill. And then later you ask who started the war. You don't start by asking who started the war. You see the war. And the war was not started by us. For the fact that people are dying, for the fact that we have murders, for the fact that we have raped people, it means somebody has started the war. Fight the war. You will ask later who started it.
Now, he's not wrong comparing it to a war. We know that the murder rate in South Africa is one of the highest in the world outside of war zones. So we are tragically right up there with some of the war-torn places in the world. Of course, you can talk tough all you like, but if you don't have your bobbies on the beat and your visible policing, you're not going to make much headway. Talk to me about resources.
Well, he did say that he was going to literally put more boots on the ground. And from what we saw today at this parade in Mitchell's Plain, we saw hundreds of police officers strutting their stuff, also showing, doing simulations and showing how they can fight crime. And what was interesting also, coming back to the police minister, he also spoke to the police and said to them, you know, you do not negotiate with criminals. If you want to negotiate, you come to me and I will send you to Russia and Ukraine and you can negotiate there. Which I thought was also startling. But be that as it may, he then also talked about equipping the police with more resources, because he said that the police can only fight crime adequately if they have enough resources. And he talked about thousands of more recruits and also police getting more vehicles. This is what he had to say about what he has planned for the festive season.
Come December 15, where we're releasing the 10,000 our recruits from stations that come December 15 will be joining us on the beaches, on the streets, on the malls. We must saturate those places. People must feel safe. Local people must feel safe. People in the townships, visitors, tourists, everybody, make this space very much squeezed for criminals and brought in the space, comfort and happiness for those citizens that keep the law.
We will fight them on the beaches. Slightly Churchillian tones there coming from the police minister. Thank you very much. Ayesha Ismail coming to us live from Cape Town.